Welcome to episode number 3 of the Walmart Sellers Podcast with my. Ah, dang it, I messed it up. Episode number 4, I just said it too. Episode number 4 of the Walmart Sellers Podcast. I'm here with my friend James and my friend Mike, Ecom 305. Before you listen to anything further, please go right now and follow Ecom 305 on. What are you on, Mike?
I'm on
Instagram?
Instagram mainly. That's it. Yeah.
Instagram. Go pull out your Instagram while you're on here. I know you got your phone right there anyways. Go follow our number 1 guest on the podcast. That's not technically true because we did some prequel episodes, but on this channel, as of this recording, you'll be our first guest. And
Very
so we have we're going to be kind of making it up as we go. I figured
That's
we could
fine.
just kind of shoot the crap and
Yeah.
see where it
I'm
goes.
all
So.
good. Yeah. Totally
So,
good with that. Yeah.
man, thanks for coming on for real.
Thank you for having me.
What are you up to now? What are you? What? I know you're selling on Etsy and Walmart and
I'm everywhere, man.
some eBay to Amazon. I heard. Like, what's the business model these days?
All right. So since 2024, with all the nonsense that Amazon started doing, like all the gating and all that. Long story short, I was doing a lot of beauty, clothing, shoes, all of that. That was how I quit my job as a teacher. That's all I did. And then all the beauty brands started getting knocked down. We couldn't find less. It was harder to find inventory because like everybody's doing 90, everybody. Even my shopper who still shops for me today, she was just like, "Why are people buying this stuff? It's like 10% ROI." I'm like, because she would see them, and then she's an older lady. She's not like she was just like, "Let me just scan what they found," and then she's like, "Mike," she's not like an expert of Amazon or whatever. She's like, "Why are they buying this? Is like $1 profit," and I'm like,
Yeah.
because they're dumb. So it's like that's why they're dumb. They don't look at their numbers. So it's like I have no idea. Like this is just like a game for some people. So it's like I have a family to feed. Like it's not a game for me. So I was like, I gotta start doing other things. So still doing Walmart. Long story short, so after all that, I was like, I gotta like change it up. So I focused more on Walmart, and then that went well. So I just less Amazon. It's just it's just for me. I'm sure someone else is gonna be like, you just suck at it, whatever. But, like, they're like, I do 100K a month on Amazon.
Right? Yeah.
Bro.
I'm right there with you, Mike.
Yeah.
My Amazon is a shell of its former self. So.
Same here. Yeah, it's like I don't even want to share my numbers. Like it's less than 5 digits. It's in the 4 digits, so it's bad. So, I mean, the profit's good though. To segue into the eBay thing. So I was hearing you guys podcast with no. You did an interview in the group with Checkmate Flips, and then I heard him on
That dude is
I
so
heard him
smart.
on Side Hustle Experiment. I forget which episode it was. And I started following him, like, who is this guy? Never heard of him. Now, and then I always thought, like most of us, like eBay to Amazon, like you're gonna get suspended. Like so, I was like, and him and Rake and Profit. I'm like, these two guys are crazy. Like they're gonna be another guru that's gonna get suspended, and we're gonna be like, we told you not to do that. Now you're suspended. So. But I started looking more into it, and the way he explained it, I was like I can try that. So then I got Rake and Profit's tool, Replink Catcher, and then and I tested it. Well, I got Flipmine first, and it's really bad. Like,
I've tried
a lot of
Flipmine.
mismatches. Yeah, it's okay. I found some good stuff there. But then I looked into Replink Catcher, and I'm like, it's another tool. And I'm like, I have Flipmine, I'm good. I was like, I'll try the trial. The trial was like, oh, yeah, this is better than Flipmine. So I dropped Flipmine. Even Raken was like, why are you using Flipmine? I'm like, I don't know why I'm using Flipmine. I just switched to Replink Catcher because this is better. And then I started sourcing there for Amazon, and I sold some stuff, and I'm like, I'm just gonna wait for the IP complaint and the return to happen. Like I'm just gonna wait a couple weeks. Nothing happened. And I'm like, I'm gonna do this again, and I kept doing it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I found something. I got it. So I've just been doing that for Amazon. That's all I do for Amazon. And then Walmart, I still do RA, little bit of OA. I have one wholesale account that I buy for eBay and Walmart. So I mainly do eBay, like just returns. And then I'm also an Amazon influencer, so I get a lot of free stuff. I sell the free stuff on eBay. I just sold one today. So I'm always trying to repurpose my inventory. So I'm like, well, I'm not going to use you. I already reviewed you. Just sell you. Yeah. So long story short, I'm still doing Amazon, eBay, Walmart, Amazon influencer. I do Etsy. I do digital products. I started learning last year about that because I'm trying to diversify more away from reselling.
Sure.
I'm not one of these people. God bless them. Nothing against them. Like I don't want to have a credit card of like $150,000 of debt or whatever. Like I don't want to do that. So I'm just like
Like James.
less and yeah, like James. Yeah, I don't want to be James.
I
So
paid that. I paid that today.
I
That hurt a little bit.
yeah. So I'm just trying to get away from like the heavy inventory models and just like yeah, still resell. There's money there, but like it's not. I've and it's like duh, obviously, but I'm not saying you guys, but in general, it's like. I was so stuck in reselling. I'm like, there's other models out there. Like, I don't have to
Mhm.
just do this, you know?
Sure.
And then
Absolutely.
I was seeing testimonies. I'm like, people making a lot of money, like over here, and over here, and over here. And I'm like, why don't I just go over there? You know, like,
Yeah.
what's stopping? Why am I just selling on Amazon and Walmart? I don't need to do this. Like, I didn't have contract with them or something. You know? So I'm like, I'm just gonna try the Etsy thing. The people are killing it over here. There's
Sure.
no inventory. There's no. The fees are like this little. And people complain about it. They're like, oh, 5% fee. I'm like, 5% fee? I'm like, come over to Amazon. You
Yeah.
can cry,
Like
you know, like
40. Yeah.
yeah, it's like 40%, you know? I'm like,
Yeah.
you really? Like, come on. Like, come on. You know, so Etsy's like a breeze. So I started learning like the fees are a breeze. But I like the business model, like the print on demand and then the digital products, there's no inventory at all. So I would love to just do that. I would almost drop all of my reselling unless it was like really profitable. And I would just drop a lot of it and just do like replens. I would just keep replens and that's it. I would just no more of like, oh, random stuff, you know, on clearances. I wouldn't do none of that. I would just be like, these are my replens, so on like eBay to Amazon or whatever. Replen my stuff. That's easy
Sure.
cash, and then just do the digital, which is print on demand, digital products, and that also ties in like I have an Amazon merch account, so I'm trying to grow that out too, which I've had for the longest time. And I'm like, why don't I just use my merch account? Like I have it sitting there, just
Hmm.
use it before I get deactivated or something because it's Amazon. So I
Sure.
started posting shirts and I made a few bucks and I'm like, I didn't do anything and I just got paid. I did nothing. Absolutely
Yeah.
nothing. I just uploaded designs and I made like 30 bucks like in a month. It's nothing, but I was like, I didn't do anything. It's like Amazon influencer. Like I just get paid. And
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I made $15 today. I didn't do anything. Cool. You
I
know?
feel exactly the way that you feel. My
Yeah.
wife and I started doing TikTok Shop. I want to come back
Yeah.
to eBay to Amazon in a second because,
Sure, sure, sure.
I,
I want to
I,
do that too, the TikTok shop. Yeah. Oh yeah.
but yeah, with TikTok Shop, like I'm, we've spent more time than I think you have to on it. But we wanted to just try a bunch of crap and like just throw a bunch at the wall and see what
Mm.
happens. And I think it's a major trend in our community.
Yeah.
Is like Amazon doesn't care about us. I saw someone say it, call it a toxic relationship, and that's I mean that's real
Toxic.
spot on to how I
It's
feel.
accurate.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I really have a love hate relationship with Amazon right now,
I
and
do.
I'm currently for anyone watching this, I'm currently on a 7-day suspension from Walmart. So we've been
Mm.
focusing on Amazon for about 5 days. Really trying to get
We're like,
and we,
okay, toxic girlfriend, come back.
yeah,
Just for a
come
few
back,
days.
yeah, come,
And then I'm
yeah,
going to
exactly.
drop you after a week.
Pretty much. But I think everybody has it on their mind. Maybe I should hedge a little bit against
Mm.
Amazon being crazy. And
Yeah.
I think you're spot on. Like just kind of listening to you talk and watching your content, like you're just kind of like easy breezy. Like, hey, you know, they're probably gonna suspend me at some point.
Yeah.
So I have plan B, plan C, plan D, but so on and so forth. So, anyways, with TikTok Shop, my wife and I started. We've got a little bit of traction. Like we
Uh-huh.
got a retainer from a brand that to
Awesome.
do a certain
Those are
amount of
not easy to
videos.
get. Yeah.
Yeah, we've actually gotten two of them. One of them it looks like they're not going to pay, and so we got caught up in the bulk supplements
Oh, I just
drug.
saw I'm in a Discord and then I
Yeah.
saw somebody mention I was like,
Yeah, they owe us $500, and we're not
mm,
going to get that. I don't imagine.
yeah.
So, anybody watching this down the road, that is not a serious allegation. I hope they pay me, and they're a great company if they do. But if they don't, they freaking suck, and I hate them.
Yeah. That
Anyways,
sucks.
I'll
Yeah.
cover that on another episode. But I mean, we TikTok Shop, like you said, like we just get money put in our account every Wednesday, and it's cool.
Mm.
And like sometimes it's more, sometimes it's less.
Yeah. Even if it's $20, it's like, what?
Yeah,
20 bucks that I didn't have and now I
we
have
made
it.
like
Yeah.
$200 one week.
Yeah.
And they
It's
just
bill
sent
money.
us money, and I didn't buy anything to resell. I just made some videos, and so like that's
Yeah.
it's cool. Like I when I hear you talk about all this stuff, I'm like, that makes a lot of sense to me.
Yeah, it's like I got a taste of it with influencer. And I was like, and Etsy a little bit, and I'm like, I didn't spend any money. I mean, it's like I felt kind of dumb too because there's so many businesses like that, and I'm like, I feel dumb. Like I'm an Amazon seller, and I'm like, there's so many other businesses I can do. Like, why am I just like this, like with reselling? I'm
Interesting.
like,
So
there's so
many
many
people are like
businesses that
that,
you
though.
don't
I
need to
was
spend
like that.
20,000 in inventory.
I'm
Same here. I
still
was
like
like,
that.
Yeah,
stuck, and a
and
lot of
you
sellers are
hear it,
stuck,
like you hear it in like some of the content, like the culture creators or whatever they are. I don't know, but they're like, you're just not good enough
You
at
suck.
you
You
don't have
suck.
the
I spent
skill it
50
takes.
grand
Yeah,
today.
yeah,
50
yeah.
grand.
You
And I
don't
only
have
make
the balls to
100.
spend 50 grand. Yeah, exactly the same kind of
Yeah.
stuff. And it's like I hear
Yeah.
you,
It's like,
totally get it, but I also have 6 kids and a mortgage,
exactly. I
and I
just have
like
one and a mortgage. It's
yeah,
like,
and I
you're
like to
good.
sleep at night. Like if I put
Same
50
here.
grand on a credit card today, or even like in the past 30 days, like th- that's getting into the realm of where like Cody stops sleeping. Like I know
Yeah.
myself, I get anxious, but
Oh,
No, yeah,
across
I me
30
too. I get
days.
stressed. It's stressful. Very
Across
stressful.
30 days.
James is like,
That's
whoa, whoa, whoa.
eh, eh.
Across 30 days.
One transaction. Yeah, I'm terrified.
Yeah,
But
yeah, no, I've never, I've spent like 2,000 like in a, or doing RA like in one store, and I'm like this, like swipe my card. I'm like,
yeah,
you know,
same.
I'm gonna swipe
It's a
it.
big number,
So,
and the numbers
like
just get
shaking, like
bigger.
the numbers
Magic
get bigger. I used to
mixes,
be
man.
scared to spend 200. I'm like, 200,
Yep.
and now you're
And
like at 2,000. You're like,
if you want to scale, you've got to scale that spending too. And
yeah,
so like I've thought about this, like what is the downside to scaling different business models? Well, some business models you don't have to scale that number.
yeah,
You
Yeah.
know, like what you're talking about with merch by Amazon, where you just
yeah,
design. For anyone who doesn't know what that is, you basically design a T-shirt that says
yeah,
something clever, like one of the
yeah,
ones I
like that.
saw. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, like a Christian T-shirt or like a
Yeah.
nurses, like some super niche, and then you make a
Yeah,
T-shirt
and they're
just for
very
them.
simple, and it's
Yeah.
like a Nike. It's usually the best shirts are just like text. Like
Yep.
like I saw
Simple.
one, and it's nothing like racist or political, but I was looking doing research, and it just said immigrant with a period. That was it.
Great
That
shirt.
was a
Yeah.
shirt. It was a
Great idea.
black shirt that said immigrant period. I was like, that's it, and it was
So
like it was selling. I'm
yeah,
like,
you go on
that's
to Amazon, you click, hey, I want to buy this shirt. Amazon prints it for you. They ship it for you. They do all the fulfillment for you, and they just send you your royalty. You send you your
yeah.
check, which is what
Yeah, yeah,
what do you
it's
make on
like
a
two or
shirt?
three bucks. Yeah,
Yeah.
you make like nothing, but still, like I follow a couple guys, and they make like this one guy, he makes like 100 grand or more a year, like just selling
Hmm.
merch. And I'm like, if I can make 10 grand a year, like I'm happy, I'm like,
Yeah.
do it. It's like
Yeah,
just
absolutely.
post
Yeah.
designs and that's it.
I assume you have to be careful for like trademark
Trademarks.
infringement, right?
That's the whole
Yeah. Oh
thing.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
going
That's
around
the
the
only
yeah.
trick. Yeah. That's like the obstacle. Yeah. Just be, but you do research. There's a tool called Merch Dominator, and I learned it from shout out to Ryan Hogue. He's the one. He's another guy that I follow. The guy makes like dumb money, like doing merch and Etsy and stuff. Um, he's been around for a long time, and then it'll show you like deleted listings or like the bestseller listings, and then you just look through it, and you're like, okay, that's a sports shirt. I'm not gonna make that. That's a Mickey Mouse shirt. I'm not gonna make that. But like the immigrant shirt or something, or it'll say like 100 days of school, and that's all it says. It's like, oh, I can do that. So you just kind of like use some common sense, or if you're not sure, like sometimes I see phrases, I'm like, I don't know what that is. I'm gonna Google it, and it'll be like an artist or something. I'm like, I'm gonna make that.
Sure.
So yeah, you just ask
Interesting.
ChatGPT, is this trademarked? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm making that.
Yeah.
So yeah.
What's
Do you
your
think
oh go ahead, James.
do you think Walmart's gonna do something similar?
I know. I don't know. I think eventually, I think the worst thing that I see for Walmart. I was just doing sourcing today at Walmart, and I noticed like there's more people on listings than there were before. Like
Yep.
Way
the
more.
more I sort, like I haven't gone out. I haven't done a lot of RA because I have a shopper and she's amazing. So I'm like I just focus on all this other stuff, and then she does the shopping. But she's been working with me for almost like 3 years, so she knows what she's doing.
Nice.
But yeah, like I noticed, like there's 16 sellers now. There used to be five. Like where are who are these people? So I think it's just getting more saturated, and of course the price is it's just harder to find stuff. Like it was just easy. It was like shooting fish in a barrel with Walmart. It's like it's easy. was like as soon as I saw clearance, I was like, I bet all of this is profitable. Just fill up
Yep.
my shopping cart. Like I will go out with, I will do. I did it no, I did it once with a person I was coaching, and then here in Miami, and then we went to a mall and we just like loaded up. It was just easy. It was just like you grab this. It was just like in 30 minutes we loaded up the whole shopping cart. I can't do that anymore, because it's harder. Like there's just less inventory to find. It's there, but it's just less because it's just less profitable. So it'll be like $7.99 on Ross, and then it's like $12, $15
Mm-hmm.
in Walmart, and I'm like, oh, it just be like 20 something. Why is it
Yep.
15?
It's all these
And I'm
dang
like, oh.
influencers.
Yeah.
It's just the influencers and the tanking. I think that's what it is. But
It's all the
I
course
don't.
gurus,
Yeah, all the course gurus. Yeah, everybody's a guru. Yeah, everybody has a
Hold on
course.
just a
Yeah.
second. Thank you today for our sponsor, which is the Amazon Education Club. We have a Walmart course in the Discord that has something you can walk through. It's only $9 a month, and
Good
if you're a
segue.
low-income person, we'll give you a year for free. Message me. All right, sorry guys, back to.
It is a great group. I'm still in it. It's amazing. It is a great group. I recommend people to your group all the time. They're like, what do I do at Walmart? Like, you just go to Cody's group. Don't go to like these guru people.
I appreciate
You
that.
know. Yeah.
James has, in many ways, made it James's group because, and shout out to him. Like when you go on there and ask a question or, like I mean, there like he brings a ton of value, especially with Walmart stuff because he's doing it
Yeah.
every day. And I joke and say that people will get on at 3 a.m. and message, and he'll just hit them right back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
For real.
and he's from I don't know. Are you from the North, James, or your family is? He's kind of like short, like a Northerner is. He's just like,
Yeah.
no, that's
Which is
stupid.
good. I like it. I like it. He just give it to you straight. He's like, "What's gonna happen? Nothing. You're getting suspended." I'm like, "Or something."
Yeah,
Okay.
Big fat F. That's what you
Yeah.
get.
yeah. So yeah. No, anyways, enough of our promoting our ourselves. All right. So bread and butter, Mike. What? It's 2025. You're going into Q4 potentially pretty quick. Like we're gonna blink and
Yeah.
be thinking about the
I
end of the
know.
year.
Almost
What,
April. It's crazy.
what's your time going towards? What's your focus on? What do you want to grow the most? What do you see the biggest opportunity with?
For myself, if I were to look at Q4, I still would think that eBay to Amazon is still good. Walmart's amazing, of course, but just like to make money. Like right now, I'm taking a course. I have to finish watching it. My print on demand course from a coach that I have, a ecom Emily. She's awesome. And so I'm walking through that. I hope to grow between now and then, like just hit print on demand as hard as I can, including merch. Merch is like easier. You just throw up designs. Print on demand is a little more complex. You have to like you have to connect it to Printify and you have to make a design. Like it's more tricky. Merch is just like just throw stuff up there and just see what sticks.
And
So
merch
that
is
one,
just on Amazon. Print on demand is they can put it on Shopify sites and other.
yeah. So
Okay,
long story short, Printify is like the source. It almost feels like dropshipping. So it's like they make
got it.
all the designs, all the catalog of products. You make the design, you put it on a mug, on a T-shirt, on a flag, on a sticker, whatever. And then you publish, and then Printify will connect. It even connects to Amazon. It connects to eBay, to Walmart. I don't know if they connect to Walmart anymore, but they did at one point. Maybe they still do. But I know what I want to do is I want to connect it to Etsy mainly, and then Amazon because I have a really good Amazon account, and then eBay, and they also have TikTok. So I just don't know how to do it on TikTok, but I want to connect those four and just like that's my goal is like get a design and publish it as many places as I can, get as many eyeballs, and then grow that sucker out to where like that's all I would love to do because it's more passive, I can just be
Sure.
like I don't have to worry about inventory
Yeah,
and
it's
none of that
Wi-Fi
stuff.
money.
Wi-Fi money. I want to be that. I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
it's not passive. It is once it's running. Like you do the
Hmm.
work up front, which I'm used to. It's kind of like Amazon. Like we do the work up front and we hope to God it sells. But in this case, I don't have to spend like 10,000 on my credit card. So it's
Sure.
just a lot
Yeah.
of like
Exactly.
work,
Yeah.
more work for my VA, but it's still so I'll just give her work.
Interesting.
But I think the eBay to Amazon thing that's been doing really well for me. Like for Amazon, like I've been selling like a bunch of stuff, and it's like dumb profit, like stupid profit. I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I'll give you an example. Like, I don't have it with me. Well, there's other resellers are gonna watch. I don't want to show it off. But it's like it's a water
It's
filter.
public. Don't share it.
It's
Yeah.
public, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a fridge filter and I buy it. I flip it, and I'll buy it for like between 15 to 20 or 18, $19, and it'll sell for like $53. like this. The moment I list it, it's gone. And I sold like 6 or 7 yesterday, and I couldn't run out of stock. I had to go back on Replay Catcher, and I'm like, it's fine. I'm just sending offers to everybody, buying everything, because I'm like, they just sell like this. And that's just like one.
That sounds
There's
amazing.
a ton of them. Just a ton of
Why,
them.
why play in the fire with Amazon though? Like, I mean, I know everybody says the same 6 things to you
Yeah.
whenever you say do eBay Amazon. What about IP? What about the same split? And so I'll spare you that. But like,
Yeah.
why for you personally? Like, why does
Yeah.
that make sense? Because like you gotta know it's gonna happen eventually. The Frigidaire or whoever, they're gonna be like, this fool
Yeah.
is on my listing, IP complaint, and then whatever followed. Like what?
Yeah. I mean, to me, like I've gone more IP. I've yet to get an IP complaint. I mean, I know, yeah, I say that now and then tomorrow I get one, but you never know. But like, I have yet to get one for an eBay item. One, number two, I learned that from Rick and Prophet. What he said stuck to me, and it's true. Like, cause I was asking him about that too, and he said you just stay on low on the radar. That don't sell anything that's like 10,000 sales a month. Amazon's on the listing, and like don't play games. Like I've learned with the eBay to Amazon, it's interesting. Like there's like an eBay on Amazon. Like eBay is like on Amazon in a sense. So essentially, there's all this old stuff that you would never find like unless you were to search for it. And you're like, this thing, who's buying this stuff? Like I sold a caller ID today. Like, and I'm like, who buys a caller ID? It's
What's
like a
a
little
caller
box.
ID? I
It's
guarantee you none of my children know
$90.
what
And
that
I'm like,
means.
yeah. And I'm like, $90 caller ID, like why? Why
Yeah.
are you buying this? But it's like eBay junk and it's on
Yep.
Amazon. I'm like, why is this junk on Amazon? But I realized I'm like, there's all this like eBay stuff. I call it eBay stuff because it's just like vintage
Yeah,
stuff that
sure.
you would never find scanning. You're never gonna find it in Target or whatever. You're never gonna find it unless
Yeah.
you literally search for it. And it's there on Amazon. I'm like, there's like a little mini vintage thing going on Amazon. People are buying
Sure.
stuff, and
Yeah,
it's just Amazon's
discontinued.
not on the listing. Brand's not on the listing. This thing's like 30 years old, 15 years old. Like nobody's IPing anybody, and I do the
Yeah.
whole thing. I check IPA. I do my research. I'm not like it sells 500 a month. None of my stuff sells 50 a month. It sells like not, like the Keepa's not even good. You look at the Keepa and like the Keepa sucks, and it does suck, but it sells, and I make like $15 profit. So I'm like, I'm just gonna buy one. See
Are
if it
you
sells.
merchant fulfilling?
I merchant fulfill it, and then if it doesn't sell for a while, I FBA. So then I
FBA,
just
yeah.
FBA a bunch of stuff, and I spoke to Raken about that too because I was like, "What?" He just FBAs everything, but then Checkmate Flips FBMs everything. So then I'm like,
Does
okay,
he? I
I'm
didn't
gonna,
realize that. Wow.
yeah,
I
because I asked him,
feel
I'm like, why
He's
don't you
doing
do that?
volume too.
He does
with
volume. Supposedly
FBM,
FBMs everything. So I was like, huh. To kind
yeah,
of be away from the IPs a little
He's doing like 80, 100K months, right?
bit.
Like he's like
The
big,
guy's a beast.
big seller.
Yeah,
yeah.
and
With
and what I like
FBM,
All
about
right.
I
Note to self: find Seth's storefront to see what he's
yeah,
selling
for
from
real.
eBay.
for FBM stuff though, I feel like you can control a little bit more with
Yeah.
IP stuff because
Right.
condition matters,
Yeah.
and you're less likely to get an IP if you control the full process, right?
Right.
In my head. So
I
In
feel
my
like
head
it'd be
too.
the other way. I feel like if it went FBA, that you'd have more protection because you're like, FBA touched it. If it was a fake product, they would have known it. Like I feel like you'd have more.
Yeah.
Um,
the only real thing is like reviews, right? Because FBM reviews are hard to pull.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, no, and then the A to Z claim, like that's what I'm doing some FBA too, because I
Yeah.
got one and I shipped it through Amazon shipping. Everything I did it legit by the book. Never got to the customer. They didn't message me. They just opened an A to Z claim. I appealed it. Amazon goes, no, we're gonna side with the buyer. You keep your A to Z claim, and I'm like, now my thing says account, to be deactivated. Like I have the little warning because I'm at like 1.63%. I have to
Yep.
be under 1%. So I just gotta
That's
like sort it
unusual.
out.
They denied it with by shipping.
Yeah, and I bought it. Well, I bought it with VQ, so I don't know if that matters. Maybe next time I just buy it
Maybe.
like on Amazon, but I don't know.
I saw some stuff with that makes me never want to recommend it to anyone.
Yeah.
I don't use it. I don't have it.
Oh, I
Yeah,
gotta. Yeah.
So they don't have the same amount of A to Z protection that VQ versus Amazon. It has to do with I think on time delivery and something else, and I think that could be why potentially.
Just another reason we need a union. This is another seller protection being eroded away from the blue collar reselling community. We
For real.
need a union. We need a lawyer to fight these people.
I'll vote for you, Cody.
Absolutely not. No, I'm a dummy. I didn't even go to
Wear
college.
the
No.
hat.
Any lawyer who
pass.
wants to fight this case, please DM Cody at Cody Does Walmart on Instagram. I want nothing to do with it. Thank
Yeah,
you.
me either. No. Amazon, if you're listening, I was kidding. Please don't deactivate my
Forgive
account.
me, don't deactivate.
What about retired Legos? I would do
There's a
eBay
bunch
to
of them.
Amazon.
There's a lot of them.
That seems
Yeah.
like a huge opportunity. Like
Yep.
if you're, and okay, second follow-up question.
Sure,
Why
sure.
not?
Ask away. I'm an open book.
Why not list it used? Like
You
used good
could.
condition. Like does that save you if in an event where there's an IP concern, they say,
I
hey,
don't know.
I don't think this is real, and you're like, I sold it used. Like that doesn't like to me saying it out loud. It's like, well, it could still be fake used, but I feel like
Yeah.
you're not selling it with a warranty or something, so you're less likely to get an IP or something.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like used because like I don't buy anything that's open box at all because I don't want to like get it and have to like is all the pieces there like or even if it's a
Yeah,
card game like did they miss a card? You know, like you sell it's a 50 card board game and then they took out two cards. Whereas
yeah,
somebody
that
will do
makes
two
sense.
cards, you know, A to Z claim. I'm like, oh no, man, no, the cards. So I make sure it's like sealed in plastic.
Yeah,
Like,
that makes
I don't
sense.
mess with none of that. So everything for me is new. I don't do used at all. Just for like, because I don't want to test things. You know,
That
like
makes
it has to
sense.
be brand new. So
Brand new.
yeah, but
Yeah, that's
I
my
think I'm gonna
biggest
stop
problem
using
with
meat.
it. Like I don't think I would do new eBay to Amazon. Like and I understand why people do. And like there's people like what's the guy that lives in Alaska's that does Turo?
Oh, I don't know.
I can't
I have
remember
no
his
idea.
username. He does eBay to Amazon. I'll think of it in a second. Oh, bacon bagel jelly or something. Now that's gonna
Is it
bother me.
food?
Hold on. Maybe I'm
That's
just
a name
hungry.
right there.
Hold on. This is a real person. I'm not making this up. Was it Alaskan bagel maybe? Oh no, I
Is it
can't find
reseller?
it. This is not good. Uh, what is his name? Um, all right. Well, you'll find him if you Google him. Maybe I don't know. It's a real person. Okay. Anyways, he lives in Alaska and he does eBay to Amazon, and
Yeah,
I don't remember where I was going with that. But I mean, there are people doing volume with it, and I see like the value. But what about
it's
eBay to
risky.
Walmart?
It's risky. Yeah.
Would you do eBay to Walmart? Like, is that
I have,
something?
I have. I've experimented with it because sometimes like the Legos, like I'll find it and I'm like, let's just look this UPC up on Walmart, and then I'm like, oh, it's like $15 more over there. Like you're going over there, you know, and then I just check both. So especially the Legos, like you find a lot of Legos on eBay to Amazon, like a
Yeah.
lot. You got to grab them quick because they're
Right.
gone like fast.
Yeah.
So I just save them on Replay Catcher because it has like a lead list type of thing, and you can just save all your leads and then you just recheck them. So it's interesting. Yeah,
Nice.
I like it a lot. I know it's risky, but I don't have a lot of SKUs. Like I gutted my Amazon, like I sold everything. Like I had like no, like I had like 20 SKUs left. I had like
Mhm.
600, and I was just like, I'm gutting this up. And I got everything down to like the bare minimum, and I'm like, now I'm gonna do eBay Amazon. If I get suspended,
Yeah,
whatever.
it seems like it's how much risk are you willing to take for how
Right,
much it supports your life, right? So
right, yeah,
if you're a main Amazon seller, you're pushing huge numbers. Like
yeah. You
that
don't want to do that. Yeah,
is that risk worth it to you to potentially get an IP that shuts you down because you don't have the necessary 100% clean document to say this is a real
exactly.
product, right?
Yeah.
Um, I will say Noah has mentioned not to do eBay to Walmart because they will not accept the purchase thing from
Oh,
eBay.
interesting.
So that is something
I think that's
to
great advice.
yeah
Yeah.
be careful of for eBay to Walmart because they also will not accept that document.
Yeah,
Interesting.
if you have a new account, listen to me. Ignore these other more successful people on this podcast. Just look me in the eyes. If you have a new Amazon account or a new Walmart account, do not do this. This is an
Yeah, don't do any of
advanced
this. Yeah,
thing.
this
Like,
is like another level. This is
yeah,
not for
if you're
newbies,
on
whatever.
like you're still a probie, right? And at any time Amazon's like, we don't like this guy, like for any reason, and so like if your catalog mix looks like you're selling, sketchy stuff or anything like that, like you're going to be looked at more harshly than someone like Mike who's been doing it for years and years. And so, be very careful. I would recommend staying away. But I don't know. Maybe there's something there. For other people, maybe. Maybe. I'm not doing it, but maybe.
Yeah, I honestly, I'm very careful. I just sell toys mainly, some filters. I'm testing DVDs because there's a lot of fake DVDs. So I'm not
Yeah, that's
careful of
Raken's
that.
thing, right? Raken does a
Yeah,
lot
he
of
loves
DVDs.
DVDs. Yeah, and that's
Yeah.
why I was like, how do you know they're fake? And he made like a video and he shared it with me because I'm in his group because I have the replay catcher. But that guy's like, he like lives like on the edge. He's just like doing a bunch of stuff. I'm like, this guy's just going wild. And he's what I like about it, and not to rant on it a little bit, but it's just like I like that I seek profit. Like I hear a lot of people that do Amazon and it's just credit card debt. And I'm like,
Yeah, I'll make
like,
profit one day, right? Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
yeah. And then this is like when I see him in Checkmate, like Checkmate's like, oh, I'm investing in real estate, paid off all my credit card debt, we're paying with cash, I got this much invested. I'm like, you don't really hear that a lot. I think those reseller community, it's always like I don't know if I can pay my bills this month, I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
sucks, but when I see them, I'm like, Raken's like, I did like 100 grand in my pocket. I'm like, I want to make 100 grand in my pocket.
Yeah,
I want to
100
make
grand in your
50 grand in
pocket,
my
that's
like
something,
after
yeah.
everything,
Yeah.
no debt, like 50 grand in my pocket, no credit card debt. I'm like, that's a blessing. Like, I'm like, dude, like I want to bite of that. So yeah.
It gives me book vibes.
He's
Like,
very
Yeah,
bookish.
sure.
He's a book.
Yeah.
He was a bookseller. Yeah. I don't
Yeah.
do books either. I just do toys. A lot of toys.
Is this Replin Catcher? That's his software.
That's his software. Yeah.
Oh,
I
nice.
highly
So he's
recommend
making
it,
money
not
from
because
other
of him,
things too.
Well, he also does coaching and group
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, he has like
too,
a whole
so.
thing. Yeah, he has like a course, a YouTube. Like he's a thing. He's like a whole thing.
Complete side note: Raken was one of the first people that I ever watched in the reseller community. He was like I looked up to his stuff so much
Yeah.
with the book because I did I thought I was gonna build a book empire at one point,
Mm.
and so I watched like his early YouTube videos, like I watched multiple times, all of them like a nerd, like just like nerding out on him. Yeah, and I really I think I still to this day I've never talked to him, but yeah, just so it said, I think he's a really cool guy.
Yeah,
I
he's
don't
a
know.
good guy,
I don't know if I do what he's doing, but I wish him the best. Like I hope it goes. And for you too, like
yeah.
kill it, man. Like if it's working, and you're okay
Yeah.
with the risk,
Yeah, and
sell
I'm doing it like on the side. Like that's not something
Right.
I want to do for the rest of my life. Like it's just if
And
I
it's
can
not-
make $2,000 a month or something in my pocket, I'm happy. I'm
Yeah.
not trying
It's-
to make like $1 million a year. I don't care about sales.
It's not your
I'm also-
primary source of income either, right? So
Yeah.
It's
like,
not. No.
if
I make
something
more in Walmart,
happens,
so.
it's
it's
like
disposable. Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like cash for me. Honestly, like I said,
a
if I can
7-day
just do,
pension, like.
Yeah. if I can just do the print on demand stuff, I would just like the coach that I follow. She's done in 2 years like $500,000 in sales,
Whoosh.
and she just and like 30%, 34. I think she said like 30 something percent, or like about 30% is profit. But but that's profit. That's not like profit minus the fees, minus the inventory, minus the credit card. No, it's just profit. And I'm like, that's a lot of money in like 2 years, like from your house, like no buying anything. I'm like, that's crazy. Like I wanna be her, And she's from Miami too. Like she was like born here, I think, or raised around here. So I was like, that's cool.
Very cool.
So yeah, so that's like my goal is to like slowly get out of all this inventory heavy stuff and like do the laptop, the Wi-Fi money. I love the Wi-Fi money. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Like Temu and all these other people you had on, like I'm like that's what I want. The influencer, TikTok, the videos, the UG. I'm doing a lot of UGC too, so that's another thing I'm focusing on. So if it was me, like this year is mainly like Etsy and UGC / content creation. Like UGC is it's like TikTok, but you're getting paid to make content. So they'll say, hey, do a video for us. We'll give you $100 or $80 for the video. Or if it's influencer, like record like this. Like this is a product, and it's like, make a video for this, and we'll pay you $40 or something. I'm like, well, I'm gonna get a free thing, $40. This could take me 5 minutes to make, maybe 10 minutes tops, and then I just cut it in CapCut, and I'm done. So
That's a huge point. Like the UGC stuff, like my wife has gotten us so much free crap Like
There's so much stuff there.
so
Like
like there's so many
you haven't done
brands.
creator connections, right? Like that much?
No,
Oh my
we're not
god.
even doing Amazon yet. Like we're not even like
Oh,
we're
you
like
have no idea.
we have an account and like we do, like we've I think we've made I don't know less than 100 reviews or something,
Yeah.
but just on TikTok, like once you do like $500 in sales for brands,
Yeah,
like
everybody's messaging you.
yeah, I have 21 collab requests this morning. I got a
Wow.
notification. You have 21 collab requests, and like we're getting pressure washers. We're getting
Nice. But you could sell
uh,
all that stuff. That's awesome, man.
ice machines, tons of snacks, and crap like that. Screwdrivers, tools. Like I mean, like it's like we have an entire shelf back here of just Squishmallows sent us stuff. Like
Nice. Ooh.
just random crap, and
It's just random. Yeah. I don't have, with creator connections, you have to ask them and then they get back to you. But my wife took over that thing. She's like the boss. She's just like, just
just send
messaging
it.
all the
Yeah, yeah.
brands.
Free
And then
state.
it's
Yeah,
just
exactly.
boxes. And I'm like, baby, this is for you. This is for you. This. It's like, oh, the shoes. Oh, the socks. Oh, this. Oh, the earrings. I'm like, where'd you get this stuff? It's like, oh, creator connection.
I
I'm
feel
like,
the same way.
it's
Yeah,
the same. And I'm just packages, everyday packages. And I'm
yeah.
like,
Every day you
I
get.
have
Yeah,
stuff over here. Like, look, I have a karaoke machine I have to do. I don't even sing
that's
karaoke.
amazing.
Like, I have
Yep,
this. I have.
yep.
They've been asking for this. Haven't done the review, you know. So
Hmm.
I have a, what is this thing? Like to cut hair. I have
Yep,
to
we
bring
got a
Clippers.
set
this.
of
Like,
those.
yeah,
What brand is that?
yeah. Glazer.
Yeah, we
The
got a glazer
Glasser.
too. Yeah, yeah. We it's
Yeah,
like a big. Yeah, we have.
yeah.
It's like a big thing. Yeah, yeah. We
It's like
have
a
that.
big box. It's
Hmm.
this big.
Yep,
So
yep.
yeah, my
Uh,
son took it all out. Took the whole thing out, but whatever.
Nah, I need
But yeah,
that.
Blacker,
I'll sell you
whatever
one.
it's
I
called.
have one, James. True story. I came home today. My daughter, who's like 5 or something, she's like very young. She held my hand. She walked me over and said, "Daddy, come look what we got." I have no idea what it is. I genuinely don't even know what to expect. She opens the fridge door, and we have a little thing that you connect to your milk now. And she
Your milk?
said, and yeah, like your milk carton,
Oh
and
wow,
you just press the cup against the milk, and it pours the milk. And I was like, "Where do we get that? We can like think." And yeah, it's a
that's so cool.
free TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much
So
stuff that I like that. Like I've gotten, and I'm like, I didn't know I wanted this in my life, but now I want it. You
I have an
know?
assortment of milk frothers. I have an assortment. If you walk into our kitchen, we have
Assortment.
you have your choice of brands on frothing your milk. Yeah. So
Nice. Yeah,
I
yeah.
I gotta get my wife into this. She would kill for some milk
Bro,
frothers.
she'll just take it over. Like it's just my wife is just like, Mike, it's just free stuff, and I'm like,
it's
just
just free
baby, go
stuff.
crazy,
Yeah.
just go nuts, go nuts.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
some of the brands like we actually convert for. Like my wife got a knee brace, and we went semi. Actually, our most viral video was mine. Just want to put that out there. I don't know if she's listening. I don't think she is.
For when
Uh,
she watches later.
yeah, yeah, exactly. But she just did like a simple, not even a really great video. Like it was just like there wasn't a call to action or anything, and it
Yeah.
just took off. And now like we get sales every day from people
Nice.
buying the knee brace that she made a video on like 3 weeks ago, and so from the brand's perspective, they're happy as heck to pay us $2 a
Yeah.
unit or $4 a unit or whatever they pay. And
Yeah.
so I get it. Like they roll the dice and send out a bunch of free crap, and
Yeah.
it starts to convert.
How did you get it? Like I'm at like 600 something followers. Like what was the boost? You did like an ad boost or something?
Yeah,
Is that what it
full
is?
full credit to Kona does content.
Yeah, she's
There's a
awesome. I
there.
chat with her all the time. Tell
Yeah,
them.
I bet she has a free video somewhere. In our
Oh.
Discord, she did. If you're in our Discord, $9 a month. If you want to click the link below. Blah, blah. I'm sorry. Anyways, she has a video with just like went through exactly how to do that. And then I did a screen record. But yeah, we just ran ads to our account. We ran ads to people outside of the United States, and so we paid like
Oh.
1 to 4 cents per follower, and then
Hmm. I gotta do that.
uh, at 5,001 followers, they send you an invite to TikTok Shop, and so we've done that with
Okay.
several people. You can also just buy an account. Like it's very common for people to just
I heard
buy
you
a
can get
monetized.
suspended though, no? Like that, like I would be afraid like I'm making all this money and then like I just wake up one day and oh, you somehow they figured it out and then,
It's a
yeah,
gray area, and
yeah,
so I
that's just my
think
fear.
I think that if you are gonna get suspended, it'll happen real fast. Like it'll be something that happens like at the beginning,
Oh, okay.
I haven't bought an account, but I did start. I'm in the process of getting a second. I want to do a Spanish account.
I want to do a Spanish account too.
You
Yeah,
should.
nice. Yeah, your Spanish,
The
yeah, is getting there. I mean, I speak like fluent Spanish, so I was like, me and my wife can both do stuff, you know. So.
You should.
But you can't do
So
Spanish and Amazon influencer because they block it. You know? That's
really,
weird.
I didn't know that. Yeah,
Yeah.
if you go on to like some of the discords where people are talking about TikTok Shop, they're saying number one, if you're a girl, you should be doing it.
Yeah.
They like girls content just
Oh yeah.
converts better. And then
Yeah.
the number two thing is if you speak Spanish, like Spanish
Yeah.
content converts. And I've heard that from multiple people. So
Yeah, man. I live in like little. I'm in Miami, live in Latin America, so it's like it's easy. It's like I speak Spanish every day. It's like no problem. Yeah, that's amazing. I gotta do
uh,
that. Yeah.
all right, so back to Walmart since we are on the Walmart
Oh, sure, sure.
podcast.
Sorry. I talk about everything. I'll derail your podcast.
We derail ourselves. You don't have
Oh,
to derail it
Yeah,
for us.
exactly.
you don't need help.
Um, what advice would you give to people? Like you've scanned a bunch of stuff for Walmart.
Yeah.
What advice would you give people that are wanting to get better, either with RA or OA or whatever method that you know that you've had the most success with? Like, what's some advice you would give on selling on Walmart?
So OA, I don't have that much advice because I don't do much, so I don't want to sound like an expert, and I'm not. Like, I mean, you can try the MOA software. I haven't really dug my teeth into it, but that's an option, the MOA 2.0. For RA, I mean, it's just like Amazon. Like I said, you just got to hit the streets. You got to hit the RA streets and just drive out there and hit stores. Which stores? What do I scan? What do I do? Look for deals. So I was just coaching somebody yesterday, and he was telling me, he's like, "What do I do? Where do I go?" I'm like, "Dude, you just gotta go to the safes. Like you gotta either use Rakuten, Crazy Coupon Lady, Freebie Guy, any website that just says here are all the deals that are happening right now. That's where you go. You know, like, or you have like your honey hole stores, your local stores, or whatever. I know Ollie's is supposed to be good. I don't even have an Ollie near me. Um, you know, I like to do a lot of Ross, TJ Maxx, all of that. I know the receipts. I know they're not good. Been doing it for a long time. I don't care. But I kick butt in those stores, so I'll find stuff all day in those stores. So we
Really, we
found a
should
lot of
talk,
those.
Mike. We should talk.
Yeah.
I need I need a leads contributor for the leads group that I run.
Okay.
And I have people specifically asking for more TJ Maxx, more Ross, more Marshalls,
Oh,
more
okay.
Burlington. So
Oh, nice.
you know,
Okay. Literally,
maybe.
like my shopper does it, and she'll just. I mean, her daughter is the prepper, and then the mom is the shopper. It's just bags, bags, like just one day a week. If I had her going like two, three, like my whole floor would just be full of stuff. There'd be
Interesting.
too much of me.
Hey, anybody
So
listening, he just gave you the key right there. If you're willing, I mean, if you're just looking for somewhere to shop, he just told you.
yeah,
I
just go
mean,
to those.
don't.
But honestly, I can literally tell people like I've learned that over coaching because I coach for the Proven Amazon course, and I've coached a lot of people for like almost 3 years now. So not like I'm not like a guru or whatever, but they hired me as a coach, and I'm like, you know, like I work on their team. But like over the years, the ones that are successful is just the people that do the work. Like I can literally tell somebody, this is in Ross. It's on this aisle, and there's five of them, and they're like, okay, next week. Did you go? No, no, I haven't gone,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah,
Just forget it, bro. You know. So
right.
it's I don't care anymore. Like I can tell everybody everything, and they're like, yeah, yeah. And did you go? No, I've been busy. No, I didn't do it. No. Okay, bro, more for me.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so just hit Ross, TJ Maxx, the liquidation type of stores. Walmart's good for their clearance. Target has good clearance. Target's also good for OA, like when they have sales. Macy's is good too. I haven't gone to the physical stores, but online they have sales. What else? Amazon to Walmart is that's just shooting fish in a barrel. Like you're
Yeah.
not gonna find a lot. You might find like two, three listings that are good, but it's easy. It's you just go to Keep a Deals. You sort it by like 40% and up, and I sort it by the top percent, like the highest off, and then go down. And you around go to 50. You stop around 50, 60%. That's where I stop. But there's stuff in there, and I just mainly do toys, and there's just like it's like $10 and it's like 25 on Walmart, and it's like
Totally agree.
Easy
500
money.
sold a month, 2,000 rank in toys, and I'm like, add to cart, add to cart, add to cart. Yeah, it's
Yep.
like it's easy, you know. It's like, and you sometimes you find a ton, sometimes you find one, but every single time I do it, I find something, even if it's just one. I'm like, well, $20 profit, $30 profit after I sell 4 or 5. That's not bad, In like 20 minutes, I can find that, So there's lots of ideas. Just do RA, hit all the stores you know. I would avoid like Dollar Tree or stuff. I would go to like the liquidation stores, Walmart, Target, the big box stores. I would say Big Lots, but they're gone. Um,
Rest in
Kohl's
peace.
sometimes has stuff. Yeah, our rest in peace, Big Lots. We're good. Um, and I don't know. And there's always like stores that like people have that I don't have, like Ollie's. I heard it's good. Like there's one called Rose. I've never been there.
Yep.
Gabe's, never been there.
Gabe's. Yep.
Dollar General is supposed to be like for Stephen French. Alex Stephen Alexa French. They're amazing. And then they hit the Dollar General like hard. That's not like a secret. Like they throw it on all the podcasts. So,
So,
but they hit it hard. Like they go to like 20 stores.
I
You
hate
gotta
Dollar
hit it
General.
hard.
I've
I hate
never,
it so much.
I don't shop there like at all.
Yeah, me neither. But he says
It
it's like,
grinds my nerves to shop in a Dollar General. You walk in and it's just like
it's a
the
mess.
employees don't care. They're just like, steal it. I don't care. But
Yeah,
I'm
they don't
definitely
care.
not helping you find anything, and I'm definitely not doing price checks, and like
Yeah,
the
it's
lines
just the
are
Wi-Fi
bad.
sucks.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
everything's on the
exactly.
floor.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's just a mess. Like you gotta be willing to go through that. So
Yeah.
That
it's an
explains why I
experience.
won't go there.
The
Yeah,
employees
you
like
want everything
smoking a
nice.
cigarette, holding their dog, and they're just like,
Yeah,
"Do
they're
you want
like,
it or
what
not?"
do you want? You want
Yeah.
that? Whatever.
Uh-huh.
How much?
Yeah.
Like I've asked them, like, how much is this? They just like stare at me. I'm like, forget it, bro. Like I just
Yeah.
scan it. I don't care what it costs. Just
Yep.
whatever.
Yep.
I'm like,
Do they
okay.
have self-check there now?
I don't. The one that
It's
I
a
have.
pain in the butt to use it. The
Oh,
ones
yeah.
that do have it, it's more annoying than using a CVS self checkout. Like,
Oh, I hate CVS self-check.
yeah,
It
Oh,
yells at
another
you
one
at
that I'll just give it
CVS.
away because it's not everywhere. Well, you have it, I think, Cody. Publix.
yeah.
Publix is
Publix is a
good.
good place to source.
Publix
Yeah.
is really good. If you have a Publix,
Sales.
yeah, the
Well,
BOGOs, the
mm,
buy one get ones,
yep.
they're good. And then
When it
the
hits, it hits.
clearance, hit the clearance, hit
Come on,
clearance
Tim.
and BOGO. You can just do clearance. If you have Publix in your state, just do Publix all day, every single clearance, and you'll find stuff. Like
That's true.
you'll make
Yeah, their
sure
clearance is really good. Yeah, that's
their
true.
clearance. I've been doing their clearance since I've started reselling. So sometimes you're there and you're like, oh my gosh, there's like 30 of these.
Yep. Another good one, Kroger, when they do these 3-day sales, so they have their regular sale resets weekly, but then they'll just throw in another 3-day sale on top of those prices, and
nice.
so you'll literally see on your receipt it's like regular price, sell price, extra 3-day sale price or whatever, and like it shows.
nice.
Yeah, I love shopping at Kroger, and I like being in a Kroger too.
I'm
Like
mad I don't have Kroger.
Yeah, I don't have Kroger either. We
Kroger's
don't
a
have
good
any
place.
Kroger.
They'll deliver sometimes. Heather's had
They
success
will.
with getting them to deliver.
There's a like fully robotic fulfillment center in Orlando-ish area for Kroger.
Yeah, I think I have one down here too because I've gotten notifications like, "We'll deliver to your house."
Yeah.
And I'm like, how do I source that? Like, it's gonna be like
Yeah.
always.
It is for us because you can't physically go in the store, and I don't
Yeah.
think the deals are quite like what Cody gets to see.
Yeah,
so.
no, you don't. Yeah, it's
That's-
another thing. Gas points. We get $1 off gas every gallon of gas that we buy. We get $1 off per gallon because we buy our gift cards from Kroger, and so we wait for them to have the point. It's like 200 points or 300. I don't know what it is, but whatever the deal is, you go and buy your gift cards from Kroger with that sale, and then it credits you the gas points. And like that's a huge deal. Like every dollar off coupon that we get from them is 40-50 bucks. Like I mean it's like not it's a meaningful amount of savings. So
Yeah.
Well, you're filling up so many gallons too in that big old
it's true. Yeah, that's
truck.
true. Yeah, yep. I got a Yukon XL, and then also have everybody's like, look at my dream car that I bought. And I'm like, I bought a giant van. I don't know. Maybe I should do a post about me in like the ones where they're like in a parking deck and they're just like talking about their Porsche or
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
what's
yeah.
his name? Supra.
Check out my NV 3500 passenger van, baby.
I would love to have a Porsche. That'd be nice. I see a lot of them here. But yeah.
I think I would be terrified to drive a car that was worth more than like 40 grand. Like, because I have a great driving record, but as soon as I stepped in a Porsche, I just know that I would wreck it like immediately.
Oh, I've never gotten a speeding ticket, so I think I'd be okay. But yeah,
Well, we've talked 50 minutes and kind of shot the crap.
pretty
James,
fun.
you have any more questions for
Ask
Mike?
me away. I'm not in a rush. I mean, so.
How do you do it all? Because I barely handle two.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, it's really hard. Like I do a lot of stuff just, and I know, not saying you don't, but I bet Cody more than me. Like, 'cause you have 6 kids, so it's like you have a lot of mouths to feed. You're like, I gotta make money. Like
Yeah, that's true.
whatever.
Yeah.
Like I don't sell mangoes in the street or something. Like whatever, you know. It's like we gotta eat, you know. So I'm just like, whatever's making me money, like that's where I go. So I generally like eBay is just I have a VA. Like she works 40 hours a week. I've thanked her sometimes like thank you for sticking with me because I give her like new stuff like okay we're doing this now and then we're doing this and you know and I'm just like and I've told her just got to go with the flow with me. Just like we're doing Walmart today. Next week we're doing influencer. Next week we're doing YouTube. Like we're just doing it all, you know. So and I try to be very organized and structured with her, like all the digital stuff, like merch. Like I don't make designs for merch. She makes designs. So I just do the research and in like 20 minutes I'll find some designs. I'm like, you got designs and I'm done. And then I upload it. Walmart, I have a shopper. I honestly barely shop for Walmart. Like to be honest, like I'm just trying to not liquidate, but like sell what I have already and then sell her stuff. And then for Amazon, I do that. Like I do the replay capture. That's like all me. And then I just do FBM. So it's just I throw it in a box. I list it on my phone, and I'm like, oh, I got a sale. Okay, just put it in a poly bag. My wife drops it off, so we'll make a pile, and then I'll go the post office 5 minutes from my house. We drop it off. So it's just like getting structure. But I've done it for a long time. It wasn't like I just did it like one day. Like Amazon was rolling, and then I do Walmart. It was kind of easy. Um, eBay is just an easy thing to just add on. And then Etsy and all of that, like the UGC, the influencer, like as that starts to grow, I just focus less on reselling. So I'm not like all in reselling. I'm
Sure.
like,
Gotcha.
I don't have to source as much. Like I don't have to source 5 days a week. I can source 3 days a week, you know, and then the other 2 days I'm doing the other stuff. And then as that starts to grow, I'm like, oh, I just have to source maybe once or twice a week. I don't really have to do this, you know, or I can just focus on selling what I have instead of just buy, you know, just let it rock and roll and just let it sell and let the cash come in. And while that's doing that, I'm doing influencer. That's starting to make me money. Okay, so I'm making $500 a month or whatever. I'm influencer, which is more or less what I make. I'm like, that's $500 less I need from Amazon. If I do another 500 UDC between my wife and I both, because she does it too, I'm like, well, that's 1,000 now I don't need from Amazon. You
Yeah,
know,
sure.
Betsy and merch make me $100. I'm like, that's $100 less. You know, so it's just coaching makes me some money, a few $100s a month. I'm like, that's less I need to do. So it's just I rely less and less on reselling, and then I want to grow this other stuff, and then I just start cutting, you know, more and more. So
That's
it's
cool.
hard. It's not easy at all. Like I lose sleep. You know, I go to bed sometimes at midnight, like sourcing. Like I'm gonna have to wake up at 6. You know, so it sucks, but I'm like I'm gonna put in that time and that effort. You know, but because I don't you know, I want to make it work, you know? So it's like,
Yeah.
make this thing work. Like, you know, so I'm not like a single guy, 20, living with my mom, you know, like, and I
Sure.
have $500 of, you know, of bills. Like, I got bills, you know, big boy bills, like Cody, you know? So it's like, I gotta make money. So it's like, I do whatever, you know, you know, sometimes my wife jokes, she's like, don't sell me. I'm like, just, you know, it's like, it's like I won't, you know, but if you ever see me putting FBA labels on people and you're just like, hey son, you want to get in this box? You know, you want to do FBA or WFS? What do you want to do? You know, like I'm just kidding. But you know, you gotta do it. You know, so. But I focus more on what's making me money. If it's not making me money anymore, I'm not like loyal to Amazon or Walmart or to a group. Not like a
Yeah,
group,
sure.
but like a model of business, like that kind of group.
Yeah.
Like other resellers. It's like yeah, but if I'm not making any money, like I don't. Well, God bless you guys. Like I'm gonna go over here. Like you know. So you know, I
I've
don't.
thought about that a lot, like being
Yeah.
loyal to a certain like group, because like I think I am. I think that might be a problem that I have. Like I really, really want to be successful
Yeah.
as a reseller, but like, my
Me too.
wife is like, what if we start making 10, 15, 20K as TikTok influencers? Do you want to be successful as that? And even
Yeah.
like I run a leads group,
Yeah.
and some months, probably this month, I make more profit from running the
The
leads
leads.
group than I
Yeah.
do as a Amazon Walmart seller. which pisses me off because I don't want like I want to be successful as a reseller, you know, and like I say, but like as I say it out loud, it's like, what if you're just successful, you know, like what if you,
Yeah, like who cares? Yeah,
yeah, but it matters to me, and so like
yeah, it
hearing you
matters to
say
you.
that's kind of like freeing a little bit, but like I guess maybe it's the sunk cost fallacy. Like I've put so much time and
Yeah.
energy
Oh, me
into
too. I've been doing it
the
for 10 years, so
yeah, like I know all kind of crazy reseller stuff. You know,
yeah.
like I could source. Who is it that Reezy Resale says
Oh, Reezy. Yeah,
be a Swiss Army knife, be able to source books, be able to source RA, be able to source OA. Like I can do a little bit of all of it. You know,
me too.
and it
Yeah,
would tick me off a little bit if I if my legacy is he was a really good Discord owner. You know, like but I'm doing it, so I want to do a good job, and I am doing a good job. But yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, but
yeah.
I struggle with that. So.
No, me too. But my mindset lately for a couple years has been like I want to grow wealth, and I've heard that a lot of other people, and I follow other people that are outside, which is good too to listen to like other people outside of reselling
Sure.
that are doing like everybody's like with Hermosi and all those people, but like just like business owners, and you hear
Yeah,
them
sure.
and they're not doing reselling, they're doing millions of dollars, and you hear them, and you're like oh, this is like a whole nother thing. Like I'm like I feel like a little guppy, you know, and I'm just like
Yeah.
these people, this is like the big boy stuff, you know, and I'm like not that I want to get there, I would love to, but it's just like it's a different perspective of how they grow wealth and how they talk about money, and I'm like yeah, I wanna do some of that. Like I wanna grow wealth. Like I wanna pay down on my debt. I would love to do real estate. I would love to do
Sure.
other like have the money to do these other businesses. But I can't I don't feel like I'll get there with reselling because I'm always in debt. You know? And they're like, oh but yeah, but real estate is dead or whatever. Yeah, but I can flip a house and make like 20 grand or 15 grand. I can't like and then you get your money back. Like with
Right.
Amazon, that's not like a or
Clean.
any reseller. It's
Yeah.
not like a
Nice and
guarantee.
clean. Yeah.
Yeah, I can buy 10,000 and I'm gonna make five like all the time. Like it's not. I've done it many times. It's not so clean like you said. So I mean, real estate isn't that clean either. It's like it has its own obstacles and things to do. But if you're willing to go through that, like you make some cash. You can flip it.
Couldn't flipping real estate still be seen as reselling?
It is. It's like a form, but it's just it's not what it has its own intricacies. I guess I haven't really looked
Yeah.
into it a lot,
Yeah,
but
but then you cut out the platform. You don't have to pay anybody
Well,
40% of your.
taxes, and then
I
your
guess.
contractor, and then
yeah. Well, there's tax advantages to doing real estate too.
But there's no platform that's like
There's no platform, and nobody
we're
can
gonna
fire
hold you
you.
hostage with your inventory and money.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a different mentality. Like when it's not a platform based business. It's just different. You're like, oh, you can grow this thing, and it can be like a big thing. And I'm not looking to be like a billionaire or something. Like if I can just live like nice and I can leave something for my children and my children's children, all of that. Like that's what I want to do. Like be a blessing to them, and not have to be freaking out about money. Like,
Right.
we're going to pay our bills this month. Like because Amazon lost my shipment. I'm like,
Yep.
it was like a $1,000 shipment, and they don't want to reimburse me with the invoice. Like, oh,
I did a wholesale deal where I wholesaled a house. I
nice.
guess it's been
I want to do that.
yeah,
I like
it's been a couple of years. My buddy was like, "Let's do this. Let's figure it out." And so I was like, "Okay, I can do telesales. I'm amazing at telesales." And so we just got together. I think we did 2 sessions, and we found that house. And then we literally it was a done deal. We made 10 grand and split it. And
nice. That's what I would want to do that because I follow this guy named Ryan Pineda. He's Christian too.
yeah, I've seen
And
that guy.
does
Yeah.
yeah, he's like a multi-millionaire guy, and he pushes a lot of like wholesaling. What is? I
Mhm.
was thinking as an Eminem, wholesaling, like in our world, what is that? And then it's
Yeah.
just like you just broker a deal, you keep a cut. And I'm
Yeah.
like you're the middleman. Like this guy wants to sell his house, this guy wants to buy it, and I'm the one doing the deal, and I just
Yeah.
keep 5 grand or something. I'm like, oh, that's great. I don't
Yeah.
have to do all this
As I'm
nonsense with the house.
As I'm saying it out loud, maybe that's a big problem I have. Like I remember having the conversation with Matt, my friend. I was like, I don't want to be successful wholesaling houses. I want to be successful selling on Amazon. Dang it.
If I got a taste of 5 grand, like I would be like it would be like a drug addict. Like
yeah, this
I
is
gotta
this is
taste.
turning into a therapy session.
I got to do it
for me.
again. Yeah, it's like
Cody,
yeah, like,
Cody does cold call wholesaling.
Cody tells
Dude,
me.
I am a beast at cold calling. I could murder a word an hour. Mike, thank you so much for your time,
You're
dude.
welcome, man. It
I
was a
really
pleasure.
appreciate it. Do you have
Appreciate
any
you guys.
anything that you sell? Like I know you mentioned coaching. Do you do one-on-ones, or is there anything that we can put in like the link below for people?
Yeah, I do one-on-one. They can message me on Instagram, and we'll just work it out. I'm not like I'm not gonna charge you $500 or something. It's just like
Affordable.
I'll jump on a call and we just talk, and I help you out.
Cool.
Like I'm here to help other sellers. I've been there, so um, yeah, mainly like the coaching, and on my Instagram. So
Yeah.
Cool.
I just have affiliate links. So,
DM me your anything you want to include in that, and
oh, okay,
I'll add
cool.
it when I do it
Yeah,
tomorrow.
go follow him, ecom305 on Instagram. In my opinion, the people that are not trying to build a coaching program but that offer coaching on the side is one of the best values you can get because they're not hyperinflating that cost or like trying to make
Yeah,
a sales package like, hey man, yeah. And I've talked to Mike on the phone, hey,
yeah,
here's my question, and then he's just like a real guy, and it's like, yeah, here's what I would do,
yeah.
like that kind of stuff is a huge asset. So
Yeah, that's what I like to do. I don't have like a package deal and let's do 20 sessions and $3,000 and I'm
right,
gonna
yeah,
promise you 10 grand a month. Like, no, I don't.
yeah,
It's just talking. Like, I will give you my advice and you run with it. You don't, whatever.
lots of people need that, man. I don't
Yeah.
like, I've done a couple, like we both have made offers in the first episodes that we made on this podcast, and so I still get messages sometimes, but honestly I don't enjoy the one-on-one coaching. Like I like
I like it.
there's something about it, like I don't know, it just feels like I don't know.
Scammy or no? Or
No. I know
misleading?
it's a good deal for them. Geez, I'm not
Oh, yeah.
charging near enough, like for my
Yeah.
time. Like it's just, I don't know. It's maybe part of it is what you said. Like I can just tell people what to do, and then I feel like maybe they're not gonna, maybe it's just not turning into anything. Like it just
Yeah.
That's
feels like
not your fault though.
But
Like,
that's how I look
I
at it. It's
know,
not
but
really
it's
like,
also
it's not
not
on
worth.
me. Yeah, it's like,
Yeah,
I told you what to do. Like, but I'm a teacher, so I'm used to that. Like, I'm used to telling students, like, this is how you pass the test. Oh, you got an F. Why'd you get an F? I didn't study. You got an F. So it's like,
right, yeah,
it's not like I tell them like I already passed third grade or whatever grade. I'm like, like I'm like an old school teacher. Like I don't care. Like I've already like I've been
yeah.
teaching for a long time. I'm like, I don't care if you passed third grade. Like I'm gonna get paid anyway. So
Yeah,
it is what
that's
it is.
amazing.
I'm not one of these like, yay, like no man. I'm like, hey, you gotta pass this class, buddy. Not like I'm going home and I'm watching Netflix or something. Like I did my time. So I did the best I could. You do the best you can. You don't want to, it's on you. But
yeah,
I'm a
Yeah.
I
little
agree.
like I'm from New York, so I'm kind of like that. So.
I get that vibe.
Oh, that's amazing.
All right. Join us next week, episode number 5. Cody quits Amazon and does call wholesale deals.
I'll listen to that podcast.
See you later.
All right, goodbye, everybody.